Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari. Before you begin your trip, you should know that the main roads of the Harappan Wildlife Reserve pass through your village. You may experience rocks and such zones to ensure a safe and pleasant trip, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, back or neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this.
For the health and safety of everyone, keep your face covering on at all times while in line and riding the attraction. Please keep your party together, abide by the cue markings,
Thank you, Lord.
and maintain physical distancing between your party and others. Remember to wash your
Hello friends, my name is Chris and I'll be your Safari Guide for today. Just a couple of quick reminders before we head out on the reserve. For your safety, please remain fully seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. So be supervised your children at all times. We do also ask and require that your face coverings be on at all times, covering both your nose and mouth at the same time, as they are both part of your respiratory system. Now, we are a photo safari, simply take plenty of photos, but we do ask that you please hold on to those cameras and phones. That is because if they do drop off the truck while we're out on the reserve, we are not permitted to stop and get them, unfortunately. Might take us a while to get it back to you, and it may not be returned to you in the same condition that you left it in. So please hold on to those cameras and phones. Now, they do have some kind of sports mode, action mode, or something similar. I do suggest switching to that mode now, as I can only stop for some animals. I cannot stop for all. When I do stop, it'll only be for a few seconds at a time, so please have those cameras out and ready. Hanging off our right-hand side there, guys. It looks like you see an okapi out there. Now, okapis are shy and reclusive animals, so that's probably why he's hiding back there. Even though the okapi does have striped legs, his closest relative is actually the giraffe. You can tell it by their facial structure. Now, here in the Turi Forest, guys, the animals use their natural markings as camouflage, so let's keep our eyes peeled. As you never know, they might be camouflaging from us. Right across the water here, guys, looks like a black rhino out there. Now, black rhinos are solitary creatures. They can weigh up to about 3,000 pounds. Unfortunately, black rhinos are critically endangered as they are poached for their horns. Their horns are made out of keratin, the same thing your fingernails and hair is made out of. Last estimated, there's about 3,600 left of the black rhinos left on the planet due to poaching and human encroachment. Rhinos have no natural predators. Just behind the bamboo here, guys, sit up on the hill there, we see some bongos as well as a couple of greater kudus there. Now, the greater kudus, they can get up to about 55 inches to the shoulder in a standing position. They appear to be female greater kudus because male greater kudus would have horns. The bongos there, both males and females will have horns. Their horns can be anywhere from about 30 to 36 inches long. Right up on the shore there, guys. So looks like you can see a Nile hippo there. Now, it's quite rare to see a Nile hippo out in the open like this, especially that little, that one is so small as it is. Nile hippos can stay in the water for about 8 minutes without coming back up for air. Interesting fact about that is hippos can actually sleep in the water. Their brains will automatically lift them to the surface of the water. They get a breath of air and then set them back down into the water. To our left here, guys, see out on the island there, some pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans get their names, and the pinks in their backs there. They're in their mating season. They can have a wingspan anywhere from about 5 to 9 feet. Living colonies anywhere from 20 to 500. Across the bridge here, guys, looks like you see some Nile crocodiles hanging out down there. Now, Nile crocodiles can get up to about 16 feet long. Their main source of food is fish, because they do live in the water. Now, that does not mean that they can't take an animal twice their size, such as a zebra or a white-bearded wildebeest. Now, they do have a bite strength of about 2,000 pounds. Now we're entering one of my favorite parts of the reserve, guys, the savannah. The savannah is known to be a super highway for migratory animals, such as the more rare time animals, such as white-bearded wildebeest, giraffes. All the way in the back there, guys, so looks like you see some sable antelopes there. Now, sable antelopes will protect themselves against predators such as lions and cheetahs by using their horns. Sables are led by an alpha male, but it's surely the alpha female that actually tells the herd where to go. Right by that tall grass there, guys, to our left here, you can see a couple of Patterson's elands there. Now, Patterson's elands are one of the largest antelopes. They can get up to about 6 feet to the shoulder in a standing position. These guys here with the big horns are Ankoli cattle. Now the Ankoli cattle, their horns can get up to about 6 feet, tip to tip. They'll actually pump blood into those horns in order to cool themselves down a bit, and cool themselves about 10 to 15 degrees. real close to us here, guys, to our right, it looks like to see a herd of white-bearded wildebeest there. And a little further up the hill, some springback. The wildebeest there, they do have a population density second to the wild humans. They can live in herds anywhere from 100,000 to 1.5 million. That has been said, the wildebeest herds are so large that astronauts can actually see them from space. Springbacks there, they can leap up to about 13 feet straight up into the air. Keep your hands inside. Get at the speed of about 60 miles per hour. In between the palms here, guys, we can see a tower of Maasai giraffes there. Now, Maasai giraffes can get up to about 18 to 20 feet tall. Surprising fact about giraffes is that they do not need that much sleep. They actually only need about a half hour, and they don't take that half hour altogether. Take 1 to 2 minute micro naps throughout the day. Giraffes are browsers. They'll browse the treetops for vegetation. They can eat up to about 75 pounds worth of vegetation each day. They do have a high metabolism. But hanging out all the way in the back there by the rock wall, you see a troop of mandrills there. Mandrills are terrestrial, man. They spend most of their time on the ground. They do have red and blue markings on their faces as well as their backside. The red in their faces looking more vibrant. I have to get more excited or more agitated. Now we do miss these trees here, guys. These trees without no leaves on them. Those are baobab trees, also known as the tree of life or an upside down tree. Now these trees will not have leaves for about 9 months out of the year, just have to conserve water during the dry season in the savannah. Hanging up on the rocks here, guys. Looks like you see a coalition of cheetahs there. Now, it's quite rare to see a group of cheetahs, guys. Cheetahs are normally a solitary cat. Now, cheetahs can reach at the speeds of about 70 miles per hour. Easily reach that speed in about 0.3 seconds. Now, unlike other big cats, guys, cheetah's claws, they don't retract their men out at all times, as it helps them to create traction for themselves. Another interesting fact about cheetahs do not roar, they actually make a chirping noise, just like a bird does, because they don't have the vocal cords to roar. Right up on the rocks here, guys, looks like you see a pride of lions up there. Now, lions are nocturnal hunters, meaning that they hunt mostly at nighttime. When it comes to hunting, it is the lioness, the female lion, that actually does most of the hunting, while the male lion there will remain home with the cubs and protect their territory. Now, an average lifespan for a lion is about 10 to 15 years. Lions sleep for most of the day. They sleep about 17 to 20 hours a day. So if you average all that up, then you're only awake for about 3.5 years out of that life. Just to the other side of us here, guys, you see a group of female ostriches there. Now, I can tell they're female ostriches because they do have gray feathers, while a male ostrich would have black and white feathers. Top speed for an ostrich is about 45 miles per hour. Adult one. Also, right here, guys, see a crash of southern white rhinos here. Now, white rhinos can weigh up to about 5,500 pounds. You might see them, but they might not see us, as they do have very poor eyesight. They can only see about 6 feet in front of them. Rely mostly on their hearing and smell. Right in front of the lions here, guys, are some water bucks and a boltabac there. Now, the water bucks here, they don't like to migrate. They like to stay near sustainable water sources throughout the season changes in Africa. They appear to be female water bucks. These male water bucks would have horns. Right behind the tree here, guys, to our left, it looks like you see a warthog there. Now, warthogs, they have two sets of tusks. They have upper and lower tusks. The upper ones are used for burrowing, while the lower ones are used for defense. The interesting fact about warthogs is actually only the male warthog that actually has horns. They use them as a cushion for when he fights other males. be possible today unless from our generous donations to the Disney Conservation Fund. We have a very close partnership with them. Well guys, it just about wraps up our spark. I'm gonna head back and drop you guys off at the Warner's Coast. Please stick around, you guys, to make sure you have all your personal items. This road out there can be quite bumpy. It's quite a long track back to Africa. Now, if you do have any Wilderness Explorers on board, your board is Simple 1, that is an SIM, BA01. Symbol like the lion, 1, line number 1.